Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome back to a new video. So about 2 or so weeks ago I made my fantasy football video where I basically went through and made my team. I didn't really do much research and I kind of winged it rather a lot, and I did say I would be going back to make some changes to my team, so that is what today's video is about. As you can see, this is the team I left you guys with after last video, and I have been on and made some changes. If you haven't already joined the league, make sure you do. I'll leave the number in one of the corners around the screen. And guys, like, hundreds of you have joined the league, so everyone who's getting involved, thank you so much, because it is going to be fun. Basically, the way it works is you can't look at each other's teams until the first game kicks off tomorrow night when it's Arsenal versus Leicester. So I thought I'd show you guys what my finished team is. So I'm not going to be making any changes today. This is the team that I have and will be using as of tomorrow. I mean, if you want to tell me something I should do better, then feel free. But yeah, let's get into it. So first things first, I left you guys with Pickford in net at the end of my last video, and things haven't changed. I still have Pickford in goal. Stoke at home for Everton. Very good chance of a clean sheet there, I think. And spoiler alert, we'll look at the subs at the end, but Elliott is still my number 2 goalkeeper. Obviously, I'm a Newcastle fan. It's looking like he will be starting for us this season, and he's only 4 million for a starting goalkeeper. Obviously, we're playing Tottenham, so I'd rather have Pickford in this week, but it's 2 first-team goalkeepers there, relatively cheap to choose from. So the defenders I left you with at the end of last video were Fuchs from Leicester, Yedlin from Newcastle, Bertrand from Southampton, and then on the bench I had Bruno from Brighton and Cameron from Stoke. So of all of those 5 defenders, the only one that remains is Cameron from Stoke, and he is still on the bench. So let me show you what I've got now. I've now got Francis from Bournemouth, Lowe from Huddersfield, Hegazi from West Brom, and Rangel from Swansea. So the reasoning for taking out my initial players, Fuchs from Leicester, Arsenal away is a hard first game, and he's slightly more expensive than what I've spent on my current defenders. Basically trying to build a bit more money up to spend heavier going forward. We also have Yedlin for Newcastle. He's injured at the minute, so wouldn't be playing anyway. Bertrand again, slightly more expensive, just trying to knock like 0.5s off to get a better forward player. Shedrick at Southampton though is a good second option. He's only a little bit less money as well. Bruno at Brighton. I was looking through potential lineups and they seem to think that he wouldn't actually play, and they're playing Man City anyway, so that's going to be a hard game. And as I said, I kept Cameron. So the reasoning for my defenders I have now: Francis at Bournemouth, he's going to play. West Brom away isn't a bad start for the season, and again, he was cheap. Low from Crystal Palace, Low from Huddersfield playing Crystal Palace, again cheap, he's going to get a game. Hegazi, he's only 4 million, and West Brom again are playing Bournemouth at home. He doesn't normally start, so I'm probably going to have to move him out soon, but Macaulay, their centre-back, has been injured in pre-season, so it's looking like Hegazi will start, and for 4 million I'll take that. And then again, I've got Cameron and Rangel at Swansea. He was only 4 million. I remember a few years ago when he used to be like everyone's gem. I don't actually know whether he gets played at the minute, but if he does, that'll be a cheap one. But again, he's on the bench, so it doesn't matter right now. I might be able to change him at a later date. So in midfield I had Shelvey, Coutinho, Ali, Moy, and then on the bench I had Capoue. So I can tell you that Shelvey is still there, Moy is still there, but I have got rid of Ali, Coutinho and Capoue. So I'll tell you what I've got first so far. So I've got De Bruyne from Man City, I've got Willian, I said I've still got Moy, I've still got Shelvey, and I've got Tadic from Southampton. So the Shelvey one, I've kept him. Playmaker at Newcastle. He is currently on my bench for this first week, but I definitely will get him involved. Coutinho I removed. Obviously there's all of the talk with Barcelona and stuff, and I have heard he may not start the game at the weekend. That might not be true, but he's a lot of money to have sat on the bench. Dele Alli I have removed. That is because, spoiler alert, I still have Harry Kane up front, and I thought one attacking option from Tottenham is enough for now. Moy, still in the side, does everything for Huddersfield, free kicks, corners and so on, so hopefully going to get a few points from him. And I removed Capoue to put in Tadic. Basically, Capoue's got quite a lot of points last season, despite the fact no one would really thought he would score that many goals. That's probably the one swap I'm not actually sure on. So let me know whether you think Tadic should be there. He's 6.5 million. Can I get someone better for that? Or am I, like, I was almost just trying to spend the money because I had it, when maybe there was a few cheaper players I could have gone for. Just to explain the new players I've brought in. So like I said, I've already got Shelvey, Moy, Tadic, Willian at Chelsea. Hazard is obviously injured and needs someone to take the mantle of that winger, playmaker kind of type. And he's only 7 million and they're playing Burnley at home. Obviously Costa's not going to be there. Morata will be there, but they need goals to come from somewhere. And I'm hoping Willian will be the man, and De Bruyne in midfield for Man City. They're going to be scoring a lot of goals this season. He got so many assists last season, and he is pretty much their main man in the middle. That is basically why I've gone so cheap on defenders, so I could bring in players like De Bruyne, Willian, which is, yeah, hopefully an upgrade. So I already spoiled the surprise. I've got Harry Kane up front still, and when I left you in the last video I had Lukaku and Defoe. So only one player has changed from that three, and that is Defoe for Lacazette. So again, this is why I was spending as little as I could on defenders to bring in the big guns. Now, Defoe I think will do really well this season, and I do still think he's a really good budget buy, but Lacazette debut on the Friday night for Arsenal, like, he's got to get one at least, hasn't he? I hope so. Yeah, he's going to be their main man this season, hopefully going to be raking in the goals, and that's why I've decided to bring him in. So yeah, I said this last video, I try and spend little at the back so I can get the points up front. So De Bruyne, Kane, Lacazette, Lukaku are hopefully going to be the men who bring the goals or points in for me, and I'm just hoping that people like Willian, Moy, Tadic, Shelvey can add into it. And if I get a bonus clean sheet from one of the goalies or the defenders, yeah, that's just a bonus. Also, just to add to that, I did hear that Defoe came off in a pre-season friendly after like 65 minutes with a potential hamstring, or he felt a pull in his leg, so they took him off. Eddie Howe, the Bournemouth manager, says that he is hopeful he will be there at the weekend, but like, that's kind of the same with the Coutinho thing. Like, it's just easier to just pick someone else you know that's definitely going to play, and you're not going to lose out on points. My captain is Lukaku with Harry Kane in as vice captain. So there is a thing going around that obviously Harry Kane's a slow burner. Takes him a while to get into the goals as the season go on. That's why I've gone for Lukaku as captain. I also hope that's true for the sake of the fact that they're playing Newcastle this weekend, but I've still put him in though. So, you know, top goal scorer last season. He's going to be in a lot of teams. Also, to quickly mention, Sanchez is injured and won't be playing tomorrow night. So I know I've never had him in my team, but he costs 12 million. So if you do have him in, I suggest you get him out before the games kick off. Well, Arsenal versus Leicester is the first one, so yeah, get him out now, spend 12 million somewhere else. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Obviously, I'm not saying that I am any way or shape or form right with my team. That's just kind of what I've gone for, and I normally do alright, and the amount of people in my league, there's no way I'm going to win it. You never know, I might, but I think it's unlikely. So you guys just give it your best shot, just like I have. And if you have enjoyed the video, drop a like. Loads of you guys seem to really like the last video, and if it's something that you want me to do, I could not maybe like a weekly, but maybe like a monthly update to let everyone know what my team's looking like, let you guys know who's winning the league and stuff like that. So if you do want to see more fantasy football, do drop a like on the video and subscribe for the further videos to come. But like I said, join my league if you haven't already. I'm sure it's been on the screen somewhere, and I'll put it in the description. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, good luck with your teams, and yeah, I'll catch you later.